Hey everyone, and welcome back to GoHighLevel 360. I know it's been a while since I've given you guys a tutorial video with GoHighLevel. We've been doing a lot of work on our website and making some updates and adjustments and adding more products and plans that you guys can take a look at. Feel free to check out our enhancements at GoHighLevel360.com. Now, in this video today, I'm going to be doing an updated conversational AI video. So I'm going to walk you through how you can configure the conversational AI inside of your GoHighLevel account, as well as going through some of the new updated features. Before we get into this video, if you guys enjoy content like this and want to see more GoHighLevel tutorials and how-tos, feel free to subscribe to my channel below. I also offer high-level consultations and other plans for support and training that you might be interested in. So go ahead and check out my website at GoHighLevel360 to learn more. But without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. So once you're logged into your high-level account, you're going to want to go to the settings of your account at the bottom left-hand side. Once here, you're going to look for the conversational AI. Now, the first thing with configuring your conversational AI is going to be your robot settings. So the first thing is your preference. You have three options here. You have off, suggestive, and autopilot. So off is going to turn off the conversational AI. If you don't want your conversational AI to automatically respond to SMS, email, Facebook Messenger, Instagram, or any of the supported channels, you can go ahead and turn it off. One of the reasons why you might want to do this is if you're only utilizing the workflow AI, that AI is going to be able to go based off of the conversation AI's knowledge base. However, it's not going to allow conversational AI to automatically respond to your prospects. Next option, we have suggestive. So suggestive is going to allow the chat widget to help you when you're in the chat window and giving you suggested responses. And then we have autopilot. Now, autopilot is going to automatically send messages and communicate with your prospects depending on what supported channels you have selected. So once you figure out how you want to use your conversational AI, if you just want it to be suggestive for you when you're communicating with a prospect, or maybe one of your VAs is communicating with a prospect, or if you want it to be able to automatically answer those prospects on your behalf, maybe scheduling appointments or sending, important links to different forms, whatever your preference is and whatever is going to work best for you. The next step is going to be selecting the supported channels. So currently you have the option to have the bot respond for Instagram prospects, Facebook, SMS, Google Business, the chat widget, and the live chat. Depending on how you plan on using this, I recommend if you are currently running Instagram or Facebook ads using, Messenger or DM, where somebody's going to message or DM you a keyword, and then based on that they're going to get access to something, that I would not have the autopilot turned on for Instagram or Facebook. However, we can use this for other channels. So what I'm going to do is, for this example, we're just going to do the live chat or chat widget. And next we have our advanced settings. So in your advanced settings, you're going to go ahead and put in your business name. Now, as a default, the bot is going to default to the location name, and when you're in prompting, this right here is going to be the custom field or custom value you're going to use for the AI to be able to recall what the business name is. Now, next we have the autopilot mode settings. So here we're going to configure the settings for the bot. The first thing we want to configure is our wait time before the bot responds. So this could be as long as 5 minutes or as little as 1 second. I recommend doing this at 1 minute. I think that is a good reference point to make it feel more human without delaying the response to the prospect. Next up, we have maximum messages a bot can send to a contact. Now, currently the maximum is 25. But if you're only wanting to use the AI to initially engage with the prospect and then you want to take over from there, you can set this to as little as 1 to 5 messages. And then next up, send bot to sleep. So this is how long you want the bot to be able to converse or communicate with the prospect before you have it turn off or go to sleep. So the maximum you can have this set as is 48 hours. I'm just going to go ahead and set it to 2 hours. Now lastly, here is the pricing. So this is just letting you know how much you're going to get charged per response when the conversational AI is communicating with somebody. Depending on if you're going direct to GoHighLevel or if you're on somebody else's GoHighLevel agency plan, this price may vary. So just keep that in mind when you're using this feature. So the next tab we have at the top is going to be our bot trial. Now this one is where you're going to be able to test your bot and train it and let it know, give it some feedback on the responses that you like versus the ones that you don't. So before we get into the bot trial, let's go ahead and go to bot training and let's train our bot. Now you're going to notice there's a few options here for the web crawler feature. You can put in the exact URL, you can have it search all URLs with the path, and you can also have it search all URLs in this domain. So for these two right here, for all URLs with the path and for all URLs in this domain, this is going to be great for like your website or funnel page. Now the exact URL feature, this is perfect if you have a Google Doc that contains information or knowledge about your business or FAQs. You can actually paste that in here and get data from that document. So as an example here, I created an FAQ. Now in order to create this, I went to ChatGPT. I found an extension for a URL crawler and I asked it to give me FAQs that somebody might ask my business. So I went ahead and pasted those on this document. Then I went to the share feature and I changed the access capabilities. So now anyone with the link can view this document. So then I went ahead and copied the link, went back into my conversational AI bot training and pasted this in here. Okay, now once you paste it in, you're going to hit get data. Now, depending on how much information you have on your Google Doc, this may take a few minutes or longer. And then once it's done, you're going to be able to see it under your uploaded links. You're going to see the title of the Google Doc and it's going to let you know the status. So currently mine is trained. And then if you ever need to reset, you can go ahead and hit the refresh button. And then additionally, if you need to remove a knowledge base for whatever reason, you can go ahead and delete and remove it. And now let's go ahead and give it our website URL so that way it can scrape our website and all of the pages on our site to get more information for its knowledge base. Okay, now I went ahead and put in my domain name, and now what I'm going to do is I'm going to select all URLs in this domain and I'm going to hit get data. Now again, depending on how many pages you have on your website, this may take a while. Go ahead and maybe open another tab and let this one load, and then when it's done you can come back to it and it's going to allow you to see all the pages that it was able to find, and then you can choose what ones you want it to go to for knowledge and what ones you don't. Okay, so after your web crawler is done crawling your website, you're going to want to click view all pages. This is going to show you all the pages that it was able to find from your website, and this is going to allow you to choose which pages you want to help build your knowledge base. Now you can do select all pages, or if you only want a few pages or certain pages connected to the knowledge base, you can go ahead and individually select what pages you would like. Once you're done, you're going to go ahead and hit train bot at the bottom here. Now this may take a few minutes depending on how many pages you have. And then here it's going to tell you how many pages of the total pages are currently trained. Okay, now once all of your pages have been added, you can now see them in the uploaded links. It's going to tell you the total uploaded links, and then you can go ahead and see all of the different pages here. Now below here, you're going to notice the FAQs. So here you can manually add questions and answers, but you can also add questions and answers while you're training the AI. So let's go ahead and go back to our bot trial and train our AI so I can show you what I mean by automatically adding FAQs. Okay, so here's the chat bot. I went ahead and wrote a message and I'm going to hit send. And now we're going to see what our AI bot comes back with based on the knowledge base that it currently has. Now this is the response it gave me. Obviously I do not like this response because the AI is supposed to be assisting with whoever is messaging in. So what we're going to do is we're going to hit the thumbs down. Now immediately what's going to happen is it's going to allow us to edit the response. So here we're going to go ahead and change what the AI response should be, and then we're going to hit train bot. You'll notice two pop-ups come up. One is going to tell you that the bot was trained successfully, and the other is going to tell you that it was successfully added to the FAQs. So now if we go to our bot training, here we're going to see our new FAQ. I'm interested in your done with you services, and then here's the answer. Now if you ever need to go back and edit these answers that you have given your bot, just go back to your FAQs and go ahead and hit edit, and it's going to allow you to edit the question and the answer again, and then hit save. Now, the next step is going to be configuring our AI's intent. Here there are some new updates. So the first new update is now you actually have the ability to give your AI a prompt. So here we can go to edit prompt, and this is going to pull up our AI's current prompting. So this is just the templated prompt that GoHighLevel uses. And then they also have the informal support as an option here. Now, if you don't like the informal support template, you can always reset this to the default by hitting reset to default. Now, once you're in here, it's important to note that you're not going to be able to edit the goal. So the goal is preset, but you are going to be able to edit who is the bot and anything else the bot should know. So anything like conversation guidelines of what you want the bot to be able to do when it responds to somebody, to, you know, rules it needs to follow with how it responds and the length of the response. And then under who is the bot, this is where you can give it a little bit more information and backstory on who it is. Maybe give the bot a name, that way it can introduce itself when it's speaking to somebody and make the conversation a little bit more personal. And then this part here, it says you cannot help with appointment booking, appointment cancellation, rescheduling. Politely let the customer know you cannot help them with appointments. We want to take this out. Now, one thing that I would recommend adding is maybe adding something like, if somebody shows interest in booking an appointment, rescheduling an appointment, or canceling an appointment, make sure that you share with them the booking link. So that way, even though our AI is not set to be a booking bot, we can still have it be able to share our calendar link with somebody who might be interested in booking an appointment. And now, if you want to test how the prompting is affecting your AI or what it's done, go ahead and hit save. And now we're going to go back into our bot trial and we're going to ask it a question. And here we go. So this is much better. So now it's going to actually send the booking link where somebody can book their consultation. Okay, so if we go back to our configured intents, after you're done editing your prompt, the next thing is going to be enabling or disabling the appointment booking bot. So if you have this featured enabled, this is going to transform your conversational AI. Instead of it being, you know, strictly conversational, it's now going to turn it into a booking bot with the sole purpose of booking an appointment. Now you can also edit the prompt for this, which I highly recommend doing, because right off the bat you can see here the default template is not correct. Now there's two other template options for this. There's persuasive and empathetic, and it's going to give them a little bit of a different backstory for the bot, and then different knowledge that the bot should know. And then there's qualification and booking. Now notice here the bot can help with booking an appointment, but it's not going to be able to help with cancellations or rescheduling. So again, I recommend maybe adding in a custom value here. So maybe putting in something like, you can help with appointment cancellations or rescheduling. So here I've adjusted this, and now what I'm going to do is I'm going to add a custom value here, and we're going to go to appointment, and we're going to do rescheduling link. Okay, and actually let's break this down even more so it understands what link to send when somebody is interested in rescheduling an appointment versus what link to send when somebody is interested in canceling an appointment. So after we've adjusted our prompt for the appointment booking bot, the next thing that we're going to do is we're going to want to configure the conversation flow. So this is going to allow us to preset the questions that we want the bot to ask and the answers we want it to receive before it actually books somebody on our calendar. So in order to do this, we're just going to go ahead and click add here, and then we're going to add in our question. Now, if we're using the conversation AI for our chat widget and we are using live chat, then we won't immediately have that person's phone number. So we might also want to ask, what is your best phone number? And then hit save. And again, you'll get a pop-up on the top right-hand side letting you know that the conversation AI settings was updated successfully. And the next step is going to be picking our calendar that we want the AI to book appointments on. So go ahead and select your calendar here. And you're going to have the option to choose whether you want the AI to automatically book the appointment on your calendar or send a booking link instead. If I'm using this AI bot specifically to book appointments, I'm going to want it to book directly on my calendar, so I'm going to leave this unselected. And when you're done configuring your settings, go ahead and hit save. And don't forget to enable the appointment booking as well. Now we can go back to our bot trial, and you're going to notice here where it says general questions, you now have the option for appointment booking. So now we're going to test our bot, but we're going to be testing the appointment booking bot, and we're going to see how well it works with booking us into an appointment. Okay, now already off the bat, when I first messaged in, I don't mind this message. I think this one's okay. But the second message when I asked to book an appointment, this just doesn't really make sense. So I asked it to clarify, and I think the second response is much better. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and copy this, and I'm going to thumbs down the first response, and I'm going to change it out. And now again, if I go back into the bot training, I can see here is the question and here is the answer. Now let's go back to our bot trial, and let's go ahead and continue with trying to get the bot to schedule us in for an appointment. Okay, and now this response again, we're going to make an adjustment because I don't like them using this word, so go ahead and hit the thumbs down, and now we can adjust this. Now another thing I'm going to check, because this is twice now where it's used this word, is I'm going to go back to my configure intents, and I'm going to edit my appointment booking prompt, and just to make sure that I have my prompting correct and I didn't use any weird language. Okay. And now we can also go back to our script flow and make some rules. Okay, so basically all I did was I added a rule and I said do not say telephony, which is the word that it keeps saying. Let's see if that helped our bot. Okay, so I went ahead and reset the conversation so I can start from scratch, and I sent a new message. So here's what the bot responded, and I like this response, so I'm going to go ahead and give it a thumbs up. And let's keep going. Okay, and as we can see, the bot went through and it did a good job at communicating and automatically booking the appointment. Now, of course, after the bot books the appointment, this is where it's going to come in handy if you already have an appointment confirmation and reminder workflow set up to automate the confirmation email and SMS message that gets sent. That is it for how you can set up and configure your conversational AI inside your GoHighLevel settings. Remember, if you guys need help or have any questions with setting up your AI, feel free to schedule a consultation at GoHighLevel360.com/consultation. We have different plans available on our GoHighLevel 360 website. Whether you're looking for a done for you service or a done with you service, feel free to check that out in the description below. If you guys like this video and want to see more GoHighLevel training and tutorials, feel free to subscribe to my channel. As always, if you like this video, leave a like, and if you have any questions or comments, go ahead and leave a comment down below. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I look forward to seeing you on the next video.